DCA Senator Kamala Harris praises Oakland Mayor, Dan Bongino rocks her world. A fed-up former Secret Service agent just wrecked rookie California Senator Kamala Harris after she stupidly praised Oakland's rogue mayor for helping hundreds of dangerous criminals escape arrest. You don't want to miss this. Fox News contributor Dan Bongino, who formerly served as a Secret Service agent and NYPD officer, recently appeared on Fox and Friends to eviscerate Senator Kamala Harris, DCA, and her Democrat colleagues over the real reason they are defending illegal immigrants and calling for the abolishment of Immigration and Customs Enforcement. During his interview on Saturday, March 11, 2018, Bongino dispelled the liberal myth that immigration is about helping immigrants and instead exposed Democrats for trying to replace their disappearing voting base with a population of government-dependent illegal immigrants. To Democrats, immigration is not about immigrants. Folks, I'm sorry, but if you think that, you have been wildly misled, Bongino said. It is not about immigrants, it is about votes. It has only been about votes. It's been about votes because they need to replace the working class voters they're losing by talking about tax cuts as crumbs with people coming into the country illegally that they can't get to vote later on. Next, Bongino obliterated Oakland's Democrat Mayor Libby Schaaf for raising the alarm to help hundreds of illegal immigrants to escape raids by ICE agents. This is a disgrace, this Oakland mayor. I don't get this at all. I mean, what are you going to say to a parent, God forbid, and I mean that, later on, you have someone here illegally with criminal tendencies who runs your kid down on the road or assaults them or robs them or even worse, he added. What do you say to that, if that person might have been deported, despite the fact that the Oakland mayor gave them a warning beforehand? This is disgraceful. I mean, do we live in a constitutional republic anymore? Do laws even matter to Democrats? It's pretty disgusting, Bongino said. When asked if he thinks America is headed for a situation where Democrats will unanimously call for the disbandment of ICE, Bongino said, yes, and they're entirely hypocrites on this, the Democrats. Listen, Obamacare was a disaster for me, total disaster. But, Democrats' position on that was, hey man, it's the law, you gotta follow it, no matter how bad the stink level of Obamacare was, Bongino continued. But, then, when it comes to immigration, well that law, that doesn't really matter. Well, why? Because immigrant communities will largely vote, just based on historical records, for Democrats, Bongino added. Then, the former Secret Service agent put the nail in the coffin when asked why Democrats would continue pushing illegal immigration after suffering a devastating loss in the last presidential election largely because of it. They don't have anything else. What are they going to run on? We are going to hike your taxes, we're going to take your healthcare, and send your kids to a crap school. What's their campaign sign for 2020 other than, illegal immigrants, please vote for us? What's their backup plan? They don't have a backup plan. They don't have a platform, he concluded. I could not agree more with Dan Bongino, who was also fired up over Senator Kamala Harris' recent claim that she supports Mayor Libby Schaaf's sabotaging of ICE raids. According to Breitbart, Harris made the controversial statement during a fundraiser for the YMCA's Y for Youth luncheon. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, Harris defended Schaaf's actions, saying, I think Mayor Schaaf is doing exactly what she believes is in the best interest of her community, and I support that 100%. During her speech, Harris also accused the Trump administration of trying to roll back the clock. Part of it is that they're scared of the future, Harris said. This administration is using our tax dollars to engage in a political game instead of what's in the best interest of Californians. Of course, Harris is only speaking for the population of liberal Californians who agree with her socialist ideology. It's very clear that California's corrupt leadership doesn't concern itself with the opinions or desires of the conservative minority within the state. It's insane to watch liberals like Harris and Schaaf steer even further left in a desperate attempt to secure some kind of political footing. It's not going to happen. President Donald Trump has already offered Democrats their DACA dreams on a silver platter, And they refused it because they don't really care about immigration reform or former President Barack Obama's dreamers. Dan Bongino was right when he said they only care about votes and replacing their vanishing American voting base. Remember this story when you see the campaign signs for Kamala Harris 2020 and spread the word that she's a traitor to our country and our Constitution.